So we're gonna start with a little breath coordination and spine, head, pelvis integration with the breath cycle, meaning we're gonna interior tilt and posterior tilt. The posterior tilt goes with flexion of the spine and the head. Exhale, and then inhale, pelvis tucks interior, head goes up, inhale, and then exhale. Very slow. We're gonna make this movement very natural, so it's not gonna be too exaggerated. It's supposed to be very natural, so that also in daily life we have a little access to the extension, inhale, and flexion, exhale. Okay, let's see if we can do this together. So we start with exhale and in. And now the movement gets smaller and smaller. We're gonna go into a squat position. And maybe you can find yourself a wall to lean back to. And we just stay in the squat against the wall. And now we just feel whatever comes to our awareness. So now if you saw my chair, it was kind of rocky. I really feel this now in my spine. And it's not comfortable, but I feel it. So my instinct now, my programming would be to just go away, to not put so much pressure on it, but I just stay. I stay and see the feeling. I stay with an uncomfortable feeling. That's what I'm practicing now. What else do I feel in my awareness? Somehow today I feel my feet because we walked a lot during the holidays. My knees, sorry. I feel my feet on the ground. They're very grounded. I feel the connection from my feet to my hip. Somehow I feel my gluteus, I feel my ass, even though there's no pressure on it, but somehow I feel it. Second thought, I realize that it's my pants that is kind of touching my glute. I now feel my elbows also, but the most dominant feeling, the more I concentrate, is the back, which is scratching, which I still feel like actually standing up. But I stick to it, I stay there. Once we realize all the anchor points of our awareness, we just stay there and we observe ourselves. So I'm not just doing a meditation where I'm trying to close my eyes, I just observe my body. I become a detective of my own feelings. Slowly I feel a pulsation of my body in my calves, in my arms, in my hands. I feel my body pulsating, and I just stay there with this feeling of pulsating. This deep squat position is actually gonna help me to ground my energy. Just because I give pressure to my feet and I let go, I let my energy sink into the ground, into my legs. If you made it so far, you're wondering, oh, what else is coming now? And this is exactly the purpose of this video, is that you feel inside what's coming. Basically, we are awareness meditating together. And always go back to the body parts that you feel. And stay there with the concentration. Don't judge it. Also now, if the squat feels heavy, or if it feels difficult, it's fine. You can go on a chair, but this would be the optimal baseline position that we want to come back to, so that we can always go back to grounding. The easiest way ever to ground is to learn to do a squat position. After standing up, you're gonna feel your legs. Now we're gonna go back to the noisy exhale, which we're gonna emphasize a lot on this channel. It's all gonna be about finding your own frequency, your natural frequency. So now I allow you to do the exhale with whatever voice and noise that you want to do it. Can be E, can be A, can be U, can be can be whatever you want, but we can do it together. And we also come back to the inhale extension and exhale flexion, a little bit. But not forced. It's very natural. It occurs natural. You see this little inhale and exhale. Now we combine the head, the voice, with the body sensation. I deeply feel my voice, I deeply feel the body parts that are touching the wall, that are having contact with the floor, that are having contact inside of my body, so my knees, my hips, my stomach to the hips. I feel all those parts and I maintain the voice. And breath cycle. It's actually integrating all the systems. Now we slowly see that the doing gets combined with the being, realizing those two things are also not really separate. So now the practice of doing something becomes actually being, where it's merging, right? I'm just from the doer become the beer. You to do a little impro chanting with me. The R sound is for the heart. The U sound is for deep ground connection. We can S for the lungs. Doesn't sound so nice, but is effective. Oh. So we have been a good 10 minutes into a squat position. Now we can just finish off with some reflections. So sometimes we believe that the mind and the body are two separate units, but actually they're not. Meaning, if I am in a squat position, laying back against the wall, and I feel the need to wanting to leave because it's a not comfortable position, uncomfortable position, I stay there. And what do I also train my mind? I train my mind to be comfortable with uncomfortable positions. And this is something that is gonna definitely make us grow. And also not. Now I'm also here in German we say Schneidersitz, I don't know, cross position. Yeah, Schneidersitz. And I also feel now my lateral side, so my outside edge of my right feet, which is super painful. And I would not want to stay there, but I realized the more I release the need of wanting to go away, the more my body relaxes. Meaning my shoulders are dropping. I don't really care much if I do mistakes while speaking. I just surrender to the process of being, staying in uncomfortable positions. So maybe this can also be a task for today. If we have uncomfortable positions that create pressure, no matter if it's in the head or in the body, let's just be and stay in those positions. And see if we can make it to relaxation. So, 2 tasks for today. Dare to do an exhale with your voice. Also in public. Second, dare to be on hard stones with your feet. That's a metaphor. I'm literally learning this myself while filming, and I realized that my mind is so quiet now. So we are in this together, which makes it very fun. And I want to believe this authenticity is the highest frequency. Let's figure this out if this is true.